Good day and mabuhay. This time, we will be dealing with a problem that would revolve around hypothesis testing involving population proportion. Here's the problem. A study shows that the average IQ of a Filipino is 81. An organization selected 50 Filipinos to take an IQ test and found that 27 takers have an IQ level of 81. Is there enough evidence to claim that the proportion of Filipinos who have an IQ of 81 is higher than 50%? To answer that question, the first step is to identify the relevant information from the given problem. It is stated that the organization selected 50 Filipinos. Therefore, that is the sample size, denoted by lowercase n. Then, 27 over 50, which equals 0.54, is the sample proportion denoted by p hat, while 50% or 0.5 is the hypothesized population proportion denoted by p sub o. And lastly, since the level of significance is not mentioned, this indicates that we will be using 0.05 as our significance level. Now, we must state the hypothesis. Our null hypothesis states that the proportion of Filipinos who have an IQ of 81 is 50%, or simply p is equal to 0.5. On the other hand, our alternative hypothesis states that the proportion of Filipinos who have an IQ of 81 is higher than 50%, or simply p is greater than 0.5. Our claim is the alternative hypothesis, which requires a one-tailed test to the right. Now, let's find the critical value. Since the significance level is 0.05 and we're dealing with a right-tail test, the critical value is 1.645. The next step is computing the test statistic. To do that, we will use the formula z is equal to p hat minus p sub o all over the square root of p sub o multiplied by the quantity of 1 minus p sub o all over n. By substitution, we would have 0.54 minus 0.5 all over the square root of 0.5 multiplied by the quantity of 1 minus 0.5 all over 50, which is equal to 0.57. By plotting the critical value in the test statistic on the bell curve, we would see that the test statistic falls on the acceptance region. And so, here's the decision. Since 0.57 is less than 1.645, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Therefore, the conclusion is that there is not enough evidence to support the claim that the proportion of Filipinos who have an IQ of 81 is higher than 50%. And that is how you solve a problem through hypothesis testing involving population proportion. Thank you and goodbye.